What's up? What's up? It's your boy Corey B. So it is bright and sunny again here in Texas. It is no longer. The winter storm has passed. All of it's over. It's crazy. It's crazy to think we were, it was 4 degrees a few days ago, and now it is 70. That's Texas, baby. That's Texas. All right. So today, what I want to talk about is, man, there's just so many things going on in the world right now, in our nation mostly. There's just so many things going on in the economic structure of our society, and there's a lot of controversy about it. There's a lot of conflict. So many people want this and want that. There's endless battles over, are we going to get stimulus packages? There's going to be bailouts. What's going to happen? Who's going to get what? Things like that. And, the reality is that there are people that are struggling. It's a true thing. And I don't want to at all come off insensitive to the people who have fought and struggled through so many things. The last year has turned our idea of living completely upside down. I mean, we've got people, you can't go anywhere without a mask on. Everybody's taking all kinds of extra precautions. A lot of people are completely fighting the idea of being precautionary, and it's excuse me. It's just an endless struggle. And then there's so many businesses that have shut down, businesses have shut down temporarily, then they reopened, then they shut down again. It's been really just a roller coaster the last year. But at the end of the day, man, if you really look at it, and so many people don't want to accept it and don't want to understand it. Our society, as America, in America, is a land of opportunity. It truly is. And that's not me being a patriot. That's not me being gullible. That's not me being pro red, white, and blue and all this stuff that everybody wants to sit here and say. Like, I've heard people criticize the idea of being, an American and being a patriot, and these are fellow Americans who are criticizing it. But at the end of the day, the reality is that, yes, man, the opportunities are here. They are. There's opportunities all around you every single day. There's so much that, you could do. I literally, oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know how many of you have ever actually hosted a yard sale yourself. Many of us have been to one, have seen one, have participated in one, but not everybody has actually hosted one themselves. Okay, and that's fine. But it's a common thing in America, okay, to have a yard sale, a garage sale, whatever, rummage sale. Okay, so my neighbor was talking to me at the beginning of last year. It was back in February, and we were sitting here talking about the idea. She was like, I have all this stuff. I really want to clean out some stuff. Her sister had moved out of her place. She got the big house, and now she's living all alone and all this different stuff. And she was trying to really, plan. And she was like, I've never done a yard sale, but I want to do one. And I was like, my mom did yard sales, so many times when I was growing up. It was just a thing. A buddy of mine, to him, he loves yard sales. He thinks it's just this cool thing. He loves the thrill of finding a deal. Yeah. What's that, sweetie? Yes, that's fine. Enjoy your snack. Anyways, he loves the thrill of just finding a deal and never know what he can find at a yard sale. So it's just one of those things for him. But anyways, like I said, this was about February, and then March came, and then all of a sudden this pandemic is happening, and we're like, the world's upside down. We can't interact with one another. And she's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I really want this stuff out of my house. And a friend of mine, she was talking about how she'd been supplementing her income with, by using Facebook Marketplace and selling things on Facebook Market. And I was like, if y'all been following me, y'all know I've been a reseller for years, and I've sold in so many different places: Reverb, Etsy, eBay, Push. I mean, I've sold all over the place, but I had never done Facebook, and I wasn't really, I just wasn't interested in it. But when she started talking about it, I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Just tell me how it works. And it's really actually pretty simple. It's really simple. And if you have a Facebook account, it is free. Like, it costs you nothing. Now, there's a little fee if you choose to want to offer shipping. You can offer shipping on there, and they give you incredibly cheap, discounted shipping rates, cheaper than any other account I have. I mean, like I said, I sell on every platform out there, and Facebook is the cheapest. It's incredibly the cheapest. Yes.
There's a Tom and Jerry movie.
Cool, buddy. All right, go watch it.
I just saw it on commercial, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you go watch it. I'll be in a minute. That's my man Colton. Okay, so like I said, so I gave it a shot, and I started posting stuff, and like I said, they give cheaper shipping rates than anywhere else. They do charge you a slight fee if you're going to ship, but if you just sell locally, even through this pandemic, I mean, it was incredible. I was literally telling people, hey, I'm just going to place it on my porch. You come and grab it, leave the cash under the mat, or you could send me the money through Facebook Pay, or you could send me the money through Cash App, or, different places like that. However they felt comfortable. But ultimately, everybody's really ecstatic that they didn't have to interact with me. They didn't have to, we didn't have to have that face-to-face contact amidst the pandemic and the corona and everything else that's going on. So it was a really cool thing. And I told my neighbor, and she was like, well, I'm not very savvy with, I'm not down with Facebook and all that. And I was like, that's cool, I can help you out. Well, I literally, like I said, I don't know how many of y'all participated in, you in a yard sale, a good yard sale, and you walk away making a couple $100. I mean, off and on for the last few months, we've been selling the stuff that she was hoping to sell at yard sales. And I mean, I'd make her $100-200 a week selling the stuff that she was hoping to make a couple $100 for everything. And we've been doing that for a few months now. I mean, it's insane. And I mean, that's not a lot of money. It's not. But it's a lot of money compared to what she would have gotten from a yard sale. But it's not a lot of money compared to, a job or whatever, of course. And it's not enough to live off of. But it's definitely supplemented her income, and it's supplemented mine. It's just been a way. It's just another opportunity. I mean, so many people want to frown on Facebook right now because Facebook has an opinion about things. Facebook wants to limit your ability to have your free speech on their forum, on their website, on their platform. They want to limit what you can say, and whatever. But like I said, it's fine. You have to look at things for what they are. Facebook is a tool. Facebook is not your voice. It's not. It's a tool. It's a tool. It is a tool, and it can be utilized to connect with your family. It can be utilized as a form to make business, to make some money. It can be utilized. I know some people who've really thrown their business into hyperdrive by buying Facebook ads. Facebook ads are a little bit pricey if you want them to be effective. You can set it to a really cheap budget. I've used Facebook ads myself, but I've set the budget really low because I didn't want to go nuts with it. And I didn't see quite as much return from it as some other people. But like I said, the other people that I know, they put some bankroll into it, and they seriously bankrolled their business. It really was hugely effective because there are so many millions and billions of people on Facebook. I mean, so that's what you have to look at. You have to keep things in perspective. There's so many opportunities out here, and this is just one. I've tried to talk to my daughter. My daughter's been someone who I tried to get in her ear and speak to about the many things that are going on right now. And I know that a lot of people don't want to hear from their mom or dad and be, told what they should or shouldn't do. They don't want to hear those things. They don't want to be told how to do things. They want to figure things out for themselves. So I've literally taken it upon myself to kind of just make conversation. And I think that's what we all need to do. So people don't feel so quick to be feeling like we're judging them or passing judgment. If you're knowledgeable about something, you see a way for there to be opportunities in front of us, around us, in your society, in front of your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, your family, people who are out of work, whatever. If you can just kind of put a bug in their ear without being so judgy, that's a problem too. I have a buddy who goes to church with me, and he talked about years ago, he used to frown upon the people who didn't get their bills paid on time. And it wasn't till, and it's because he always had his act together. He always had things lined up. And then when finally, it wasn't the pandemic, it was years ago, just something happened in his life. And all of a sudden, there was a few months where he wasn't sure how things were going to pan out. He wasn't sure how he was going to make his bills each month. And of course, he bounced back and he got back on his feet and everything worked out fine. But for those couple of months, it really gave him perspective. And to him and to me both, I think that's God right there. That it's God teaching us something. I think this pandemic, this has been God speaking to us. This has been God's trying to teach us something, and too many of us haven't learned yet. And that's what it is we're not learning. Because this doesn't have to break us. This doesn't have to hold us back. This can thrust us in a new direction. And that's what I think we've got to do, is we've really got to just take stock of where we're at, what's around us, grab a hold of the opportunities that we see, and just capitalize on those moments. A buddy of mine, he's in real estate, and he reached out to me. He's like, Corey, you do coaching and consulting and stuff, right? And I was like, yeah, man. He's like, well, man, I've been trying for a while now. I've been working with this guy for like 4 or 5 months, and he was trying to help this guy close on this house. The guy ran his own business. He was retired, and he was running his own business, and he was having difficulties with his, keeping in contact with his clients and things like that, and trying to, he didn't want to expand his business, but he was used to that face-to-face contact with his clients. And so he's been working for those few months, and this was early last year. And then by summertime, he was like, he's wanting to put off buying this house that they spent months, really, really, trying to go in a great direction, get this big, nice house and all these different things. And he's like, do you think you could kind of work with him on how he could set up like a Zoom thing where he could start to, really find a way to keep in contact with his clients, not grow his business, but just hold on to his business. And I was like, absolutely, man. I mean, that's something, and that's what we got to do. It's like he reached out to me and he was like, Corey, if this all goes, the way we want it to, and it works out, this could not only help your business, but you have another client that you could help them with their business, but it's going to continue to further my business because we get to close on this house. And then he can go and tell his other people about what a great job you did and what a great job I did. And then me and you can also pass this along. It's like you could tell people, hey, I know a realtor and he's really great. He's going to go a step beyond just getting you a house. He's going to make sure that you can pay for your house. He's going to take the extra steps and the extra efforts to be like, hey, not only can my buddy help you get your house, but he's going to want to make sure it's like, hey, how, he went through the extra steps with this guy. He was going through this pandemic and he was terrified about, holding on to his business. And he was like, hey, I'm going to get you plugged in with my other buddy and I'm going to set you up how you can keep your clients and continue to keep your business fruitful. It's like, we're just going to continue to piggyback off each other, and he could tell people about me, I could tell people about him, and we both expand our business in new directions. And it's like, and it's been, a great relationship that me and him have had. And that's what we got to do. It's like, we've got connections all around us. This guy I met at my kid's school. We met through PTA. And it's like, you never know where you're going to meet people. You're going to meet people around you, and you've got to capitalize on these opportunities. You got to constantly keep your ear open and your mind open to the possibilities of the fact that there's opportunities right there. You just got to grab them. Too many of us slip by because we're not looking. My buddy, another buddy of mine, he's my homeboy. He's like my brother, for real. I mean, we go way back. We've been trying to do different kinds of business together for a long time, and we do investing together and everything like that. And he's an incredible guy. He's really smart. And he told me literally about half an hour ago, we were just messaging back and forth. And he's like, you know what it is, Corey? He's like, the problem is that too many times people aren't looking. It's like the opportunities are right there. They're just not looking. It's like they're waiting. They're like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't think I can. Or I'm just waiting for somebody else to come and bail me out or take care of me or pick up the pieces for me. And it's like, they're not looking. Look. Open your eyes, man. Open your eyes, open your ears, and open your mind. Your mind is the biggest thing. Your mind's got to be open to the possibility and be aware that there's things around you and that you can capitalize on it. So many people have this negative perspective of, oh, well, this president or that president. It's like, it's not the president that's going to save you. It's not the president that's I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, Green Party, Tea Party. I don't care what you are. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's like, do you want to provide for your family? Provide for your family. You alone can make the difference. You have to make that choice. Now, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it damn sure wasn't built by one person. So, you got to use the resources around you. You got to use your partners, your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, but you got to build up that network. You've got to present yourself and build up, who you are as a business person. You've got to be open to the fact of being a business person. You got to be open to the fact of taking a job. Right now, I was talking to somebody else and talking about the idea of, so many housing developments are slowed down right now because they're having trouble getting, there's a delay on supplies and stuff. And it's like, there's a delay on supplies. Why? There's a delay in supplies. They have a lack of employees. They need employees. There's several nursing facilities that need CNAs and PNAs, which it literally takes just a certificate that could take you, a couple weeks or whatever to get you a certificate that you could go do. There's some places that don't even require a certificate. They do in-house training. I mean, there are places desperate for employees right now, but most people are like, oh, well, that's not really what I was looking to do. Okay, fine, that's not what you were looking to do. Are you looking to have a job, or are you looking to eat? Because I thought that's what you were looking to do, is provide for your family. So if you were looking to provide for your family, then you've got to be open to the possibilities of what's out there. My son-in-law, he let go of a job, working for Amazon because he saw a different opportunity in front of him, which, is fine. He thought he saw something else that was going to pan out, and it was kind of more along the lines of what he felt he was wanting to do. And then a month after that, he was having difficulty with that new job, and I was like, well, hey, Amazon just hired 30,000 people. I was like, Amazon, amidst the pandemic, hired $30,000 people. Another one was McDonald's. McDonald's was hiring people. Yeah, maybe a lot of you don't want to work at McDonald's. Okay, you don't want to work at McDonald's, but do you want to eat? Do you want to eat? If you want to eat, if you want to provide for your family, sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. There are opportunities out there. There's plenty of places hiring. There's lots of places that are unfortunately closed down, and it's just sad. It's I live in Austin, and I look at places in Austin, Texas that, have been here for 30, 40, 60 years, and some of them just closed their doors during this pandemic, and with no expectation of reopening them, and they're just a, privately owned little place, and they've been here for longer than I have, and it's sad, and that's something you can mourn. You want to be sad about that. You want to, hats off to those people, and pour your 40 on the curb and say, hey, man, mourn the loss of another business. Do what you got to do. Do what you feel is the right thing. Light a candle. I don't care. Don't matter. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't stop you from progressing. That shouldn't stop you from providing for your family. Get out there and do something. I feel like I'm harping on you a little bit, and I don't want to. But I feel like we need to wake up. America needs to wake up. We need to get real perspective of what's really going on and get some real grasp on what we need to do. We as citizens, we as individuals, we as husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, just single individuals who need to put food on their own table. We need to get out there and do it already. It's just... Jim Jones is that man's an entrepreneur. Some people look at him as a rapper, some people look at him as a producer. To me, as a businessman, plain and simple, straight up, that's a businessman. I love Jim Jones. I've been following Jim Jones for years. Homeboy literally started like 4 businesses amidst this pandemic. One of which was Quarantine Studios. He literally, through the adversity of this pandemic, saw the opportunity and was like, you know what we need to do? We need to start a studio where people can record and get in contact and make music virtually. So that's what they're doing. You can get there, and there's so many big people. I mean, so many people have recorded with him already. Big name people. I'm not going to start name dropping. I don't want to drop the wrong one. I can't remember everybody right now, but check it out. Check it out. Quarantine Studios. But that's what we're talking about here. Just opening your mind to the possibilities. So y'all get out there. Y'all get cocky. Get it done. Do something big and do it now. For you, for your family. Alright. So next time, y'all be sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Ding your bell and get your notifications. Check out your boy on beingcoreybayless.com. Till tomorrow, I'm out.